Find a thing that led to a place.
I want you guys to talk about the famous stab scene. That's what I want you guys to.
We'll get to that.
Because that's what everybody's roasting. I have the clip up here.
Wait, what?
Hypno, that's like the stab scene. I gotta talk about the blasters though. So there's a dogfight scene between Hera Syndulla and just some random fucking who cares ship, and the ship is shooting blasters at Hera, and the blaster bolts like they're just exploding midair. Like motherfucker. Even Disney has gotten this right in the past. Blasters keep going until they hit something because that's how light works. Things travel and then they stop traveling when they hit something. These blasts are just exploding in midair as if they connected with, I don't know, a fucking cloud?
They use Warhammer 40k bolt gun logic. For some reason, they decided to get in Warhammer 40k concepts into Star Wars.
Oh, lightsabers are now just Nerf toys. They're like what you give your children just to hit each other.
This is Rings of Power, like when that idiotic lady village woman got shot in the freaking heart twice and in the lungs with arrows, and she somehow lived.
Oh God, I remember that.
Yeah. This is basically that.
She got shot with 2 arrows, but had one hole. Yeah. Not 2 somehow because they forgot the other arrow, and then all it had to take was them just burning the wound, and it's just like magically it healed. Like a week's worth of healing happened in like 10 seconds.
And she didn't die from the trauma, of blood loss or
she was literally gushing blood, like artery open,
all the way through.
And just was perfectly fine. Didn't even get pale. Just like was fine.
No, go ahead, show it. I want to see this.
Why are they swinging above each other's heads?
I'm gonna play the scene, the famous scene.
They look like they're not trying to hit each other.
They never are. Wow, wait, hold on. Let me go back. You left yourself open for like 10 seconds.
Did that thing just slide into her like as if it was like
it's slid her like some loose cookies.
Yeah, it really did.
Oh, she's open for like 10 seconds, bro. Like just all good.
Raid. Why the hell did you ever hide your sword that high?
Oh shit, girl boss is still fighting. Nice.
Oh no.
Chop her head off.
You know that literally went through her lung. That had to have gone through her.
Yeah.
No, that went through her spine. That went through her spleen, her kidney.
She wouldn't be able to
they're establishing this now.
And let's not forget,
the lightsaber has lost its powers.
No, and you know what's crazy? Like the realistic. Some people actually research. How would it feel if a plasma sword, which is basically what a lightsaber is, actually hits you? Apparently, the trauma from like getting stabbed and the internal bleeding would be so damaging you would just pass out and bleed out to death unless somebody gave you immediate medical attention.
No, you were going to say something.
There's the thing, the immediate medical attention, because in Star Wars, even in the EU canon, which is the legit canon, people have Mara Jade survived an impalement and Jason Solo survived an impalement, but they had to be in a bacta tank and they were in recovery for over a month. This bitch walks it off next fucking day.
Next day.
And also Jedi. Yeah, and also Jedi are usually trained in order to endure even more pain than usual. But yeah, you're right. This makes absolutely no sense.
Joe, what were you going to say?
That scene was so sloppy because you saw the lightsaber go through her and out the back. And when they showed her from behind, her shirt was intact. So there wasn't even like, they didn't even bother to make it look like.
Oh, you're right.
Dude,
there wasn't a burn or anything.
Not only that, but they show her wound later on, like when she wakes up.
It went through her shirt.
Right. Yeah, stop right there.
But the next time they show her back, there's nothing wrong with her shirt.
I need to see this.
See?
You're right. Whoa! Oh my God!
Brings the power again, Hypno.
Oh man! Jesus Christ, bro.
Why did they keep doing
this? Lightsabers do nothing. They are flashlights.
The worst though, if you look at the spot where she was impaled,
kids playing with flashlights while the adults are off doing other shit.
Is it so hard to pay attention to details? You know what I mean?
Nothing. No.
They hate details.
Yeah,
it's like COVID to them. Yeah. They run away from that shit. Oh my God.
It's kind of like the in Peter Pan where his hat fucking disappeared like halfway through the fight because of the green screen or whatever. It's like, why do they not even check this stuff? Like, come on, bro. Like, if you want you want to give a lazy show, that's fine. But if you're going to rely on CGI to sell a certain aspect of your show, which in this part, I mean, it's fucking lightsabers. It's very important here, right? Like you're having a lightsaber battle.
Fantastical weapon in probably all of fiction.
It's
Rings,
most recognizable.
It's probably the most recognizable weapon in fiction.
Sure.
And I mean, it literally you took the time to show us it went through, right? Like that was this right here was very important to show. Okay, so that's fine, but you can't even like take the fucking time to follow through and leave a hole in her fucking shirt or something. Like I just
been a great moment to cut off a hand.
No, go back to where he runs her through and pause it right there because I want to point something out to you.
Hold on, right there.
And then now on the front facing side.
Oh.
All right, and so where her wound is right here, it shows her at the beginning of the next episode. She's got like her medical gowns pulled up to expose the wound. It's like 2.5 to 3 inches lower on her body. They couldn't even. It's like they knew, this would have fucking killed her. So in the medical scene, they completely changed where it even hit her. It's like just above her hip bone in the in the shot where it shows the wound.
She's Wolverine. Got that healing factor.
What we've learned from Disney Star Wars is that Qui-Gon Jinn and Han Solo were bitches because they're the only people that ever die.
They were
from actually getting stabbed with light.
They made sure to show a hole in the front. By the way, I mean, I don't know if they actually kept that though. Like, I guarantee you. Let me see something. Hold on.
Like,
I'm curious. I want to see something. Go ahead, Atreus. Go ahead.
Is anybody taking these two women as Jedi seriously?
No. First off, the other one is
Sabine Wren is not a Jedi. She was in the very entrance stages of being trained, so you're not supposed to take her seriously.
And she's not force sensitive.
Wait. Before you answer,
okay,
throw out all of your negative feelings about Disney Star Wars, and I'm just saying,
all right, fine.
Look at this blonde woman. I don't know if she what ethnicity is she? I don't know. She looks kind of Asian. I don't know. But
Asian.
Yeah. With black hair with red tips on it. Is anybody taking them seriously as like real warriors? That's what
Cockeye Jedi.
Not as a lightsaber wielding warrior. She is technically a Mandalorian.
Exactly. So being a Mandalorian, and she does. The Mandalorian are a warrior culture. She actually does fit the bill of a Mandalorian, even by like OG standards. Not as much, but like I'll give Disney a pass on like they at least semi tried with Sabine as a Mandalorian, because they're a very flamboyant warmongering culture. So we've seen in our own human history, war paint, and people have gone into battle looking by definition flamboyant. So, but as a lightsaber user, I mean, no, but she also really isn't one.
I'm not.
So it's more about this character.
Cockeye Jedi.
I'm not. Listen, I'm not talking about just Jedi. I'm saying
just in general.
In any warrior sense, these women are put there to be taken seriously as warriors.
You mean like in the
scary,
like in the presentation, like in this show specifically, like in this scene right now, like how they're
looking at this hairstyle. I'm looking at one eye going another direction from the other eye. I'm looking at.
She might just be.
I'm looking at this terrible Bane. I'm looking at the other chick with red tip in her head.
No, I get what you're saying.
It looks like kids.
Her hair is literally matching with her shirt. What are we doing?
Although,
but again, for context purposes, because Atreus, I do think, because I'm answering your question honestly, she was not expecting. She did not go into her day looking for a fight. This is just her living civilian life, and this shit happened. She's not been a warrior for about 5 years in the Star Wars mythos at this point. So, to Sabine's credit, she doesn't look like a warrior because she isn't one. She was attacked out of the blue.
And also, even as a Mandalorian, which she's established very well in Rebels, she has this artistic streak. Like, even in her helmet, she has a Lothcat on it at the beginning scene. So she's very much, that's part of who she is, the fact that she's got different color hair. So I get what you're saying, Atreus, but that is who she is.
Yeah.
Even if she's a warrior. You can be a warrior and an artist. Sorry, I disagree.
And also, did they really do that generic thing where, like, they do the time skip and they're like, oh yeah, so and so used to be this badass, but now they're they're a scrub because they haven't been fighting for long. Did they really repeat that again?
Well, again, to be fair, Sabine was always kind of a scrub when it came to
but like
whatnot. So like we have not seen her do a lot of action-packed stuff in the first 2 episodes of the show. This is really her only action scene, and she gets bodied. But the problem is how she's able to recover and whatnot. So
but Leon, she's not a lightsaber wielder, man. She is a fucking blast wielding Mandalorian. But why did they do this choice? Why? And also, what happened to what's his name? Jarrus? I think, did I get that name right? The guy who taught Ezra.
Kanan Jarrus.
Yeah. What happened to Kanan? Can somebody tell me? Did he just fuck off and disappear into the?
He got blown away.
Yeah, he died saving them.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. They were holding. He was holding the explosion with his force.
Oh yeah.
I
remember.
I like the emotion that Rings of Lord of the Rings and Star Wars comes out. I like it.
I can't help it.
Because here's why: Lord of the Rings and Star Wars are part of. They are the godfathers of nerd culture. Like at the end of the day, nerd culture has always been a thing, and Star Wars and Lord of the Rings have always been the like yin and yang godfathers of what it meant to be a nerd. It was so many people's entrance into these hyper fantastical escapism worlds, and to see what they have been in Star Wars case for about 50 years almost, and Lord of the Rings case over 100 years, and to see the modern version bastardization of what we grew up as the ultimate form of escapism is got to be like, it's almost as emotionally triggering as being like cheated on or something.